Guruganeshabhyam Namaha. How to identify what profession is suitable for you from the horoscope. This is one of the methods as given in the book called Phala Deepika. It is a very authoritative text. But before we get into this, understand one basic concept about astrology. A single combination or a single factor may not produce results as indicated. It is like diagnosis in medicine. If there is sudden high fever plus severe headache plus skin rashes plus indication in blood test, then only the doctor will conclude that it is dengue. Just because someone has sudden high fever, it is not necessary that it is dengue. When multiple factors point towards the same, then you can draw a conclusion. Same in astrology. Just because there is Mars in the 7th house, it may not mean marital problems. This is one mistake that most people make. If there are many factors indicating the same result, then it can come into effect. This is practical thinking also. You see, just because you are qualified, you may not get the best job. You should be at the right place where opportunities are there. The economy should be good. When all these factors come together, then you get a good job, not just because of one factor. This you have to be very careful when analyzing a horoscope. If you want to do business, why do people get into business? Primarily to make a lot of money. When you are not satisfied with the limited income an employment can give, that is when you get into business. Then make sure that there are sufficient Dhana yogas or Lakshmi yogas in the horoscope. Because you may do business, but wealth will come only if you have such yogas for fortune. Or else you will be taking all the risk of doing a business and earning only as much as you would have earned doing a job. Astrology requires a lot of clarity in thinking. Horoscope may show suitability for business, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you will make a lot of money, which is what you want. This is like that old story. In the olden times, English people never used to talk much. Use minimum words. That is a sign of your culture or polish. There were two Englishmen in two neighboring villages. One man's wife was from the other village and this man's wife was from that village. Every weekend they used to visit the in-laws. They would cross the border of the villages exactly at the same time. Disciplined and punctual. This went on for years. But they would only wish each other, not talk anything else. This was the practice. One day, one of the horses of one of them fell sick and was not recovering. He decided to ask the other man. So while crossing each other, after wishing each other, this man asked the other man, "What did you give your horse when it was sick?" The other man said, "Kerosene." So this man, when he returned home, gave kerosene to his horse and the horse died. Next weekend, when they met each other, this fellow complained, "I gave kerosene to my horse and it died." The other man said, "Mine too died." His horse also died. What was the question? What did you give your horse? Kerosene. You never asked whether the horse was cured or what happened to the horse. Same here. Horoscope may indicate business, but that doesn't mean you will make money doing business. Now, how to identify the suitable career or profession? Karmeshasya navamsha rashipavashat vrittim jaguho tadvidaha. Take the lagna or ascendant of the horoscope. From that, count backwards. The Rashi behind that will be the 12th, the one behind that 11th, and the one behind that 10th. See which Rashi is the 10th. From that, find out Lord of that Rashi. If it is Mesha or Vrishchika, then it is Mars. If it is Vrishabha or Tula, then it is Shukra. If it is Mithuna or Kanya, it is Buddha. If it is Karkataka, then Chandra. If Simha, then Surya. If Dhanu or Meena, Brihaspati. If it is Magara or Kumbha, Shani. So, first count backwards from Lagna, 12th, 11th, 10th house. See which Rashi it is. How to find Rashi? If it is a North Indian diamond type horoscope, the number of the Rashi will be written there. 1 for Mesha, 2 for Vrishabha, like that. If it is a South Indian horoscope, the position of the Rashis are fixed. The top left corner is Meena Rashi. The one next to that, clockwise will be Mesha Rashi, like that. So we have found out the 10th house and the Lord of the Rashi that occupies the 10th. Now you have to see in the Navamsha Chakra. See where this planet is sitting in Navamsha. Which Rashi this planet is sitting in Navamsha. See who the Lord of that Rashi is. For example, let's say Lagna is Mithuna. Counting backwards, which is the 10th house, Vrishabha, Mesha, Meena. Meena is the 10th house. Who is the lord of Meena? Brihaspati, Guru. Now go to Navamsha. See where Guru is sitting in Navamsha. Let's say he is in Simha Rashi. Who is the lord of Simha Rashi? Surya. Now, Surya will decide which profession will be taken up by this person or which profession is suitable for this person. Now, it is not as simple as if it is Surya, then this profession. You have to see so many other things. There are lakhs and lakhs of professions and livelihoods today. So, if it is Surya, then it is this profession. Some people talk like this. Mars, uniform profession. Shukra, clothes and ornaments. Shani, iron and steel. If this is the case, then there would have been only 7 professions in the whole world. So, it is not like that. Here, Surya means that is a primary planet which will decide the profession. Then you have to see the position of Surya, strength of Surya, influences upon Surya, the various periods. Surya may decide the profession only during a certain period of his life, when it is powerful. These days, people may not do the same thing for their entire life. So you have to see the Dasha influences also. I am not giving an answer because it is not possible to give a simple answer. Like Surya, this profession, Chandra, this profession. So many things you have to see. I have just given one of the methods to find out and also dispel the wrong notion that it can be found out by looking at the 10th lord. Planet sitting in the 10th house, planet aspecting the 10th house, or even planet as mentioned in this procedure. To go beyond this, you will need a deep understanding about how planets work, influence each other, and also what happens in the world around. If you want to identify who can be a delivery head, programmer, or software tester in a software firm, then you need understanding about astrology as well as what happens in a software firm. Do you know that the horoscope of a surgeon would look more like someone who repairs vehicles or machines than that of a doctor who gives medicines and cures? Harihi Om.